Well, the fan's been given 10 more years of a ban by the club, and I think Birmingham City are bound to be punished in some shape or form. But this is a very worrying development. It wasn't only in this game. There was somebody coming on the pitch in the Arsenal-Manchester United game to attack Chris Smalling. It happened in a game in Scotland as well between Hibernian and Rangers a couple of days before. So you do wonder, don't you? Think back to Monica Seles, the great tennis player, being attacked by somebody with a knife. How did anybody know that this guy coming on the pitch didn't have a knife or a brick or something in his hands? This could get a lot worse, and football has to do something about it.
Ian brings that up. It's something that you've cited before on the show. You know, if this person had had a knife, it could have been
I don't know what you do about it, because you can't steward the whole ground. It's just not possible to have a steward every yard around the ground to stop people coming on. We can't go back to putting fences up. Like some clubs, like my old club Chelsea, put a big, huge fence up in the 80s, Ken Bates. We can't go back to that period. But unfortunately, I think it's a kind of sense of society at the moment where we are. You've only got to look at social media and see some of the vitriol that goes around over the most innocuous stuff. And that seems to carry on to the stadiums these days as well, where fans, some of them, unfortunately spoiling it for the vast majority, I think they have carte blanche just to go and do what they want. So I don't know how you stop this just by self-policing it amongst the actual decent people themselves.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one.
Ian, obviously you travel the country going to different grounds. Craig brings up social media there, and it's been cited, hasn't it, the fact that almost because these idiots now have a voice, it's almost normalising their opinion and in some way their actions as well. Is it that it's getting worse, or are we just picking it up more?
No, I think it is getting worse. Craig's right. I think the fans now do have a voice on social media, and often it's a toxic voice as well. They feel emboldened, and maybe it's only a small step from being a keyboard warrior to thinking, when you've had a few drinks, that, hey, I'll go on the pitch and I'll attack their best player. And you know what the worst thing about it was? Quite a lot of the Birmingham fans actually applauded that moron for doing what he did.
Yeah, it's difficult to fathom that these people go to a game and this is their incentive. This is what they want to do.
Well, and that's the concerning part, because it's easy to say, well, it's just the one idiot. It's just the one guy that jumps in and does what he does. But the fact that the reaction from the other fans in and around him is to serenade him and to celebrate it, that's concerning, because then it's not just one idiot. Yeah. There's just plenty of idiots out there. And so are we getting to the point where the idiots are outnumbering the rest of the people? And if that's the case, that's scary. That's a scary thought. Now, as bothered as I am with the idiot, as concerned as I am with the other idiots around him that are serenading him, I'm just as upset with the security in the stadium. The fact that we cannot guarantee the safety and well-being of the players in what should be their sanctuary. That's where they should be untouchable. You allow the players to provide you with a show out on the stage. That's their stage. If they cannot feel safe to be able to perform what they're paid to do, then there's a problem. Then we can't play the games. Without the safety of the players and that guarantee, we cannot play the game.
I'm not blaming social media for this at all, because it's much deeper than that. But actually, the tribalism is getting worse. Yeah. I mean, the English journalist about a year ago, Rich Jolly, wrote a very good piece saying the conspiracy theorists out there, particularly on social media, are driving these morons nuts. They're fueling them. Yeah. They're pouring petrol on the fire of the conspiracy theories, how everything, and it's making some of these people just absolutely freak out and become demented and crazy and just make poor decisions. And hopefully the jail sentence will deter any other idiot from coming on the pitch. But I dare say it won't.
But you got to jump ahead of the curve real quick. You got to jump ahead of the curve. You can't just wait until something worse happens in order to take action. You can't have a guy being stabbed on the field in order for you to make a decision. You got to jump ahead of it so that these things don't happen.